Empire building is now a thing of the past, but there are lessons that we can learn from their collapse. Oyo Empire was a major empire that is worthy of studying. Here are the reasons why Oyo Empire collapsed. Number 1. Constitutional crises. The oral tradition has affected the African history, the same way the unwritten constitution of the empire granted so many powers to state officials and dignitaries. Some of these officials abused the constitution and used it against the general interest of Oyo. Number 2. Weak leadership. The emergence of kings with improper skills at the most trying times of the empire contributed to the collapse of the empire. Some of these kings weakened the army for their personal gains. Number 3. Poor governance structure. The empire could not devise an effective structure for communication, control, and governance of the vast and diverse kingdoms. This brought about great difficulty and eventual collapse of the empire. Number 4. Fight for independence. The struggle for freedom by the kingdoms under the influence of Oyo Empire contributed to its collapse. Number 5. Wealth building. The decisions by some kings who were not interested in expansion and conquest, but rather preferred to glorify in the wealth and strength of the empire also contributed to the downfall of the empire. Number 6. Internal conflicts. Struggle for power among the royalty led to instability and contradictions. The internal conflicts paved way for aggressive attacks from the enemies of the empire. Number 7. Dwindling revenue. Slave trade was a major source of revenue for the empire. The abolition of the slave trade in Britain in 1807 wreaked havoc on the economy of the empire. This led to tensions, desperations, and disunity among the leaders and defenders of the empire. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel.